In other stories, former Abia State Governor and Senator representing Abia North, Orji Uzor Kalu, has spoken on the continued detention of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, describing the matter as a personal due to his long-standing relationship with Kanu's family. While addressing journalists, Kalu expressed confidence in the Nigerian judiciary and voiced hope that justice would prevail through due process. He also reaffirmed his support for President Bola Tinubu, stating that the president understands the nation's challenges and that positive change would come in due time.
I came to see Nnamdi Kanu's mother and father, and all of you were aware. I spoke to them, and I spoke to President Muhammad Buhari. He's alive. And he directed he should be given the court that his lawyers should not oppose bail. And I went to see Nnamdi. And I saw him, spoke to him immediately, spoke to his brothers, fine boy, all of them. And the unfortunate things happened. And it was not my problem that he started doing what he's not supposed to. I warned him. I said, once you get this bail, don't carry arms. Don't sew uniform. Don't do all this. You are second in command, can do anything, carry your flag and shout. And that is the truth. I'm saying it publicly, so it can be on record. So the court gave him bail, and the unfortunate thing happened. When he came back from Kenya, I was the first person that saw him in DSS. True or false? People will have the record, and it's true. And his lawyer said, why should I go there? I'm going to tell him to surrender their mandate. I mean, country is not built that way. The nationality of a country should be respected. I still believe that President Tinubu will surprise people. I have discussed this matter with him, and I'm sure that he's also waiting to see. We must give the judiciary opportunity to say who is right and wrong. Our judiciary are courageous enough to tell us who is right and wrong.
Honestly, sometimes I wonder if these are leaders, whether they reason before they talk. Honestly speaking, like whether they reason waiting they talk. Abi, did they see us like mumu people that they will just tell anything and we just believe, or we start clapping for them? Oh, you can speak, you just spoke well, no problem, you did well. Is that how they are seeing us? Honestly speaking, especially those ones from the southeast, sometimes they come online, they talk, they speak good English, they speak grammar, and if you are not there, if you don't know what is happening, you begin to nod your head and say, oh, these people, you don't know that most of them, what they say is different from what they do. Now, a couple of days ago, Orji Uzor Kalu granted an interview where he said something about our able leader, Nnamdi Kanu. He said that he visited Nnamdi Kanu before they granted him bail the first time. And he told Nnamdi Kanu, well, make sure you don't carry arms, don't sew uniform, don't carry flag. And then finally now, Orji Uzor Kalu is saying, well, as it is now, let us see, we trust our judiciary. They will do justice. They will tell us who is right and who is wrong. That is what Orji Uzor Kalu is saying. That is what Orji Uzor Kalu is saying. Now, let us analyze this thing he said a bit. Let us analyze it just a bit. Orji Uzor Kalu said that he told Nnamdi Kanu not to carry arms. Please, my dear brothers and sisters, have you seen any news where they said that they caught Nnamdi Kanu with any arm or arms? Have you seen? The witness or witnesses they brought in court to testify against Nnamdi Kanu, when they were asked, when you arrest him in Lagos, did you see any arm with him? What did they say? They said, no, we did not see him or caught him with any arm. What they met him with was just some, radio accessories. Of course, some accessories that he used to broadcast. That was what they met him with. In other words, that Nnamdi Kanu does not carry arms. Secondly, Orji Uzor Kalu said that he asked Nnamdi Kanu not to sew any uniform. You know what he means? Not to launch any outfit. Now, Nnamdi Kanu true launched ESN. But please be sincere to yourself. If you know this, what was the reason why Nnamdi Kanu launched ESN? What? Was it not because Fulani herdsmen and some killers were in our bushes, unaliving our parents and our brothers and sisters? Was it not so? That Nnamdi Kanu launched ESN and say, go into the bushes and protect our parents and our brothers and sisters from being killed. Was it not so? Was it not so? Now, please, my dear brothers and sisters, help me to ask Orji Uzor Kalu what he did when those people were killing our brothers and sisters in our bushes. Ask him what he did. You see, that was why I told you that most times these people are good in speaking. They will go to a media house, or they will go to social media, or Orji Uzor Kalu is a senator. He can go to the Senate chambers and go there and talk and talk and talk. After talking, what do you do? Wetin you do? You know that popular saying that action speaks louder than voice. We believe, or we want to believe in your actions. The things you do, not the things you say. There is this popular saying in Igbo, Ojuonu Ebu Orji. Omwende Juonu Ebu Orji. People like our leaders in the southeast, Fajuonu Ebu Orji. They will come and tell you, oh, don't do, what are you doing? Show workings. Show workings. Orji Uzor Kalu was there when those people were unaliving our people. What did he do? Which outfit or which police or which army did he call to go into the bushes and stop those people from killing our people? What did he do? What? All the leaders in the southeast, what did they do against those people that are killing our people? Go to Enugu State today. Go and see what is happening there. Go and see what is happening there. Is Nnamdi Kanu the cause of those insecurity going on there? Tell me. Is ESN the cause of that insecurity or those insecurity going on in the southeast? Tell me. Why is it that we cannot be sincere to ourselves? Why? Finally, Orji Uzor Kalu went on to say that we trust our judiciary, that they can give us justice. They will tell us who is right and who is wrong. Oh, really? Really? So they will tell us who is right and who is wrong. Please let me ask, who was right and who was wrong in the case of Sunday Igboho and Nigerian government? Please, can somebody answer me, who is right and who is wrong? Oh, Sunday Igboho was right, isn't he? Why Nnamdi Kanu is wrong? Ha! Jesus. Jesus. Well, I'm just, honestly speaking, sometimes I reason some things that is happening and then I say, God, what is happening? What is happening? Eh? Somebody, some persons has done the same thing and they are free. And then in the case of your brother, you are telling us that the judiciary will tell us who is right and who is wrong. Okay, that one being aside. That one being aside. Please, can somebody help me to ask Orji Uzor Kalu, what did the Supreme Court of Nigeria said about this case of Nnamdi Kanu? Did they not dismiss and acquit him? The judiciary, the Supreme Court not say that no court in Nigeria shall judge Nnamdi Kanu. Did they not do so? They did. They did. Today, what is happening? Today, why are they still holding on to Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Since we trust our judiciary, Nigerian judiciary. Holy Jesus, it's just so unfortunate. Honestly, it's just so unfortunate that we have found ourselves here. Look at what our brother is saying. Orji Uzor Kalu, I know that our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, spoke. I don't want to remember some things. Please, I'm going to allow you now to watch some of the things that happened, some of the analysis they gave about this whole thing, right? After watching it, please do well to drop your comment on the comment section. But the question I'm asking is this. You watching this, do you trust Nigerian judiciary to give you justice in this case of Nnamdi Kanu? Please do well to drop your comment on the comment section, I beg you. Do you trust Nigerian judiciary to give you justice? Drop your comment on the comment section. I will see you in my next video, but for now, please watch this.
The case is clearly a political case. It's no longer legal because the courts have acquitted because he charged him. The federal government went back and slammed fresh charges against him. So, what happened to those charges that were, quashed by lawyers that led, in defense and all of that? So this is a clear case of politics. So I don't see the guest in the morning show, Chukana, with a made reference to Musharraf Perez when lawyers took up, and went to court. But I'm happy also that he said something about, the thing, deciding to protest. People have been protesting. Igbos have been protesting for the past 4 years or so. Every Monday they sit at home and say, look, release this young man. So I know Onye Chupa is one fine lawyer. I understand that he has not lost a case since he started practice. But is this going to be a different thing altogether? I also like the fact that Chuka said that, look, it's taking a political dimension, which goes back to what I said. This case is purely a political case. It's not dependent on the diligence of defense and prosecution. That is it for me.
Thank you, Mr. Okoro, but I will tell you the facts here.
Okay.
The lawyers have done a good job. It's a legal matter, as it is now. Because Nnamdi Kanu is being accused of terrorism charges. It's not a political issue. That is the allegation on his head. Now,
no, sorry, Barrister, I hate to butt in. It's not a political issue, but Nnamdi's case has turned political. No, is he not a political prisoner?
No, it has not turned to that because it is.
Okay, because the courts have clearly said you have no right. You rendition this man. You don't even have the local standard to try him. So why is the court still trying him? Why is the federal government still prosecuting the case?
Yes, it is now. Look, when you are talking of political issue, it is either a politician who is making trouble with the government and they now just put him somewhere.
No, Barrister, I don't agree with you.
I am coming. Let me explain this to you, please. That is when you turn to a political issue, when somebody is a politician and he does not agree with the ruling government and the government are looking for a way to pigeonhole him somewhere.
Is that not what the case of Nnamdi Kanu is all about?
I'm coming now. Nnamdi Kanu was never a politician.
Barrister, who is a politician? Must you hold public office before you are designated a politician?
No. Please, Nnamdi Kanu is not a politician. He's a self-determination group leader. That's what he is now. He has said it severally.
So, Barrister, why are we looking for a political track, a political solution to the Nnamdi Kanu case? Because you have said severally too that we need a political case. You have cited the cases of Showore and Iboho several times on the studio.
Those words now you can see the dimension. You saw the dimension it took, especially that of Showore.
Okay.
He is known to be a politician. He contested the election. Abi? So those words you cannot now mix it up with Nnamdi Kanu's case. The allegation is what we are looking at here, terrorism charges.
Barrister,
it is when you now listen.
I had to allow this to drag, but Nnamdi Kanu's case, the court, like you said, you also said that a court has let him go. You also agreed and admit here that a court said you don't even have the local standard to try this man because you rendition him. Rendition is illegal. And the court said you don't have right to try him. Yet the federal government is still trying him. Why? Is it not a political case?
No. The federal government brought new charges.
Why did they?
Because after the 15 count charges was quashed at the appeal court, the federal government now took the matter to Supreme Court. And that is where we are now. Are you getting it? That is where we are. So the issue here is that the legal luminaries in that court, they want to prove to the federal government that they are wrong in law.
All right then.
That is why we are. That's why we are where we are today. They want to prove to the federal government they are wrong in law.
Barrister, this is not Moses. Barrister, this is not the first time lawyers have proved to government that they are that they are wrong. The same government went back, immediately rearrested him and slammed first charges on him.
That's what we are saying.
That is not what we are saying. We are saying two different things.
No, we are not. They have not rearrested Nnamdi Kanu when the court have discharged and acquitted him. They only brought fresh charges after that appeal court had been quashed.
So why didn't they let him go?
No, because they brought fresh charges against him.
Why did they bring fresh charges against him?
Because that is what they want, and that's what this lawyer.
That is what they want. Isn't that politics?
No. That's what we are trying to prove to the government that you are wrong. That is just a simple truth.
Okay.
Okay. All right then. So this conversation will continue with everyone, being entitled to their own views. Doctor, let me call you Honorable. What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
You didn't add Babe Saleh.
Well, please note that for defamation. Talking seriously, I want to align with Chukwuma that this thing is taking a political dimension. Then you also look at the array of senior lawyers, senior advocates, and that brings me to one incident that happened some years back. Somebody was fighting alimony in UK. He had a very good case. But when the Queen's Counsel came face to face with him, the first question he asked is, what he told the man is, look, you have a very good case, but the area of judges sitting on the bench against you, I will advise that to settle out of court. Because you imagine a woman fighting divorce and heading towards alimony, and you have all the women chauvinists sitting on the bench against a man. You should know that you already had a judgment before the judgment is passed. So whatever it is, lawyers are very, very smart. They know how to wriggle out of a quagmire. And so the point is, as it is today, starting a fresh case with Nnamdi Kanu, I consider it as elongating unnecessarily the continued stay of this man in detention. Because processes would also be stunted through claims, counter-claims, and affidavit, counter-affidavit at the end of the day. But every minute, not even a day, every minute this man stays in detention, it's reducing his ability to move on with his life. And it's also reducing his ability to even hold on to his family. Because the pressure would have been on the wife, if not for the support that he's getting. A woman cannot stay for that long and still expect a comeback. You remember what happened to Nelson Mandela in South Africa shortly after he was released. You know what happened to the wife. You know, things like that. Because I'm looking at the emotional part of
he's still a young man. He's still a young man.
And then we'll go and marry again.
The wife will wait.
Mandela got married. You see, Mandela got married to Samora Machen's wife. But still, what we are saying is a political thing. And so it will still require political solution to find a way out of this logjam.
As far as I'm concerned, this matter is going to even help Nnamdi Kanu's fight for self-determination, because the whole world is going to see it from that prism that this is now a persecution, not a prosecution. So the federal government is helping the man's case. That's the truth.
All right.
And that's where everybody look at it now. It's now what? A persecution, not prosecution. Because if you consider what is going on in Nigeria today, with Nnamdi Kanu being detained, you ask yourself, come, these other people that have done worse things than Nnamdi Kanu.
So now that
where are they being prosecuted?
Execution. So you align with the fact that it will need a political solution to solve.
You mean where the case is now? No, the federal government wanted to go through the whole court process, and we agree. Let me see how they will prove it in court. Because remember what Binta Nyako said, that the federal government cannot sustain this charge against Nnamdi Kanu. She said it. That is why over these years, nothing has been done on that case. Okay. The federal government just rigmaroled, looking for a way. You know, I don't know what they are trying to get out of this man. So it will help. In fact, when people said that they are being marginalized, it will help our case so that the whole world will see.
You have just validated what Chukwuma just said. This is political.
No, hold on.
If you say it's okay, let's not go back.
It's not assumption. Let it be seen. Because if it did not go through the whole court process, nobody will know what happened at the end of the day.
But Barrister, would you prefer this case goes through the whole hawk of the legal system and it lasts for the next 12 years? Or do you want a political solution where the case of Showore and Iboho were treated and dispensed with easily?
I have told you why those two left, because their brother is there. You and I know
so
that.
It is political, Barrister.
Hold on. All the Igbo leaders have gone to Asoro to plead with Buhari when he was in government.
Okay.
What came out of it?
So what does the federal government want?
They went to Tinubu.
What exactly does the federal government want?
They want to prove a case that cannot be proven. That's it.
So where does that leave Nnamdi?
Let the court not decide. Because
the court had decided before?
No, look, Mr. Okoro, let the court not decide.
Okay.
That's what we are saying here, because they wanted it. We did everything. Because that's why they want to go through that route about political. They don't want it.
It's okay.
They don't want political solution.
Okay.
After we did everything anybody can do. Did they listen to us? Maybe one man said that they should hand Nnamdi Kanu over to Soludo, governor of Anambra, hand over Nnamdi Kanu, and anytime you want, I will bring him. Did they listen to him? So what do you want us to do? Tell me.
All right.
And if we don't say we don't want court case, they say you see, they are running away from court case. Let them go to court and let me see how they will prove it. Because even a layman who doesn't know anything about law knows that it will be impossible for them to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu. In the first place, where
they're not prosecuting him now.
All right. Let's move on to another conversation.
Because jurisdiction is.
All right. So you have seen it. What do you think? Very well. Please do well to drop your comment on the comment section. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please do well to subscribe. All right. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much, and God bless you.